Well, greetings. Um, so the power is out. We had a storm earlier this week, and here we are. So I figure I put an update and do a quick channeling while I still got some kind of power here. I got my laptop here. I got one of the Google laptops, one of the cheap ones, and say what you want about them. The only thing that works right now. I'm using the Wi-Fi from my phone. So yeah, say what you want about Google stuff. I mean, I know it's in. I was using Zoom. It's really dark. Of course, this is dark too. But anyway, I give up. So hopefully this is recording all right. So just get what you can get. I'm using the webcam, and at least the picture looks a lot better because it's all grainy. So at least you see something. I got candles here. Only thing I'm missing is a picnic. Everything will be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna be out of power in no time. Power just went out about half an hour ago, and who knows? It might pop up in an hour or two, or it might not be nothing. So figure do a quick upload, update, and call it a day for tonight. So yeah, no fan, no nothing. Shit. So I was going to do a short channeling with Sirians, and we'll go into the 10,000th dimension, wherever that is. Where's positive intentions, make sure nothing weird comes through. Yeah, what else is there? I thought the Sirians around, so I'll give their the Felines. So I'll give their little touch. There's something else, but I can't remember what it was. I can't remember anything at this moment, so we'll just leave it at that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's been kind of a rough week. Better days are in the future, I hope. So blessings, and here we go. Greetings. We are the Sirians. Blessings to you. Society is shifting. In case you have not noticed, you're learning more about yourself, going deeper into yourselves. But as you go deeper, yes, you go into space. You are acknowledging your star people. So you going into space with NASA and others, of course, that shows there's an alien influence here. Slowly, see, we brought you, yes, we assisted with you going to the moon. Of course, there's other connections going on. We're going by what you are seeing currently, not by what you do not see by the programs and all that people talk about, the secret energies. What matters is it all matters, but what matters most is you are, the reason why things are the way they are, why you had a pause with your connection with space. You weren't ready for it. You had your 2008 meltdown. And also you're shifting into a new environment. More of the private sector came in. A new energy took over, which is better than your government in the long run. You are taking more control, which your private sector is. That's showing that you are allowing a new energy to come in. That is government initiated it, and now you're taking more responsibility. This is like you going is the dimension of the car. Only difference is you're going into space. Even with a car, it's still quite dangerous, as many of you know. Going into space will be no different. There will be casualties, but it will become more frequent. Meaning of traveling, not of the casualties. But you're going there as you are part of a new age. And many are having difficulties digesting, looking at it, and that's kind of the idea. Yes, your military is adding more weaponry, laser energies. You're becoming more of a science fiction reality. Are you a dystopian reality? In some ways, yes. But you're finding yourselves. You're discovering what you want and what you do not want. You're coming into a new age. And it's fast approaching. We also want to say yes, look at symbols. Symbols are energies of from your home planets. Yes, many call it cabal energies, and there's truths to that. But also those symbols are connected to other planets, also, other civilizations. So, as many of you know. So it shows you yes, you are not alone. The only way we can really show ourselves is through symbols. And through animals, of course. And through structures of architecture. But now you're in a new age. So what is this new age? Yes, a robotic age as you go deeper into who you are. So for you to accept robots into your society, humanity has to be more concrete of what it is to begin with, who you are. And of course, you're going to be going as robot societies become more a part of you too. And they will. There's going to be, I won't call it a divide, but in some ways it will be. Now, it depends on who you talk to. Who are you congregating with? Because in a lot of alien beings say the robot was way before the human. Meaning you were android before you ever became what you are today. As experiments as a machine before you ever became as you are currently. So then you get reacquainted with it. As it's funny how you're terrified of something that was part of your genetic makeup. It's like we'll try it with a robot first because they're easier to put together first off and bring a consciousness into it. We're just going to let that soak with you. Some humans are probably going to have difficulty with it. And there have been human and robot wars. You hear about reptilian and human wars. You hear about all of this. But what about human and machine? Now, we're not pushing war, no. But we're showing that there is a part of your consciousness that is not known to you. That will eventually have to digest. You're going to have to. Now, not everyone's going to agree with it. But as you connect with it, many of you are going to see, yes, there's a robot connection to you. Humans are probably quite offended by that. But there had to have been a prototype before you were as you are today. Of course, as many prototypes as for your gene pool and everything, of course. But the scale of how you look and everything was developed through machine. And not many beings really want to hear about that. But we're bringing it to you here to let you decide of what you want to experience here. So we're here just for a moment to bring that. So what's the purpose of all this? Well, that's for you to discover. Now, some of you will remember that of times as humans are being developed. As some are, it's funny. People want to know their origins, and then you give it to them, and then they get terrified or don't want to know at all. It's like that's not my part of my universe. Technically, yes, it is. All universes are connected. Everything matters. That's one perspective. A perspective that has a lot of truth to it. If you don't want to believe it as truth, that's in your hands. So, blessings to you. The reason we're bringing this is for soul growth. Blessings to you. Greetings to you. We are Atlanteans. Yes, from the 10,000th dimension. Your planet, your DNA is all, yes, all an experiment. Now, you don't have to see yourselves as experiments. You see yourself as growth, as education, as building upon the past, building upon the future, because many of you are bringing the future and the past together currently. Your modern society, your world, yes, you can see it in different dimensional points of view. As basically as a world, as some of you have probably seen this here, a world within your hand. You can see it, spin it around, look into it, feel the vibrations of it. As many beings at a higher dimensions have seen it that way and assisted the Sirians, the Palladians, Arcturians to connect to your planet, to add more seedings to it. As the higher dimensions see your world much differently, some see it as a much needed process of understanding ego, allowing ego to be flamboyant, go in directions you're not proud of, as many beings of doing it, but make a planet all about ego and what the spoils of it, the positives of it, as basically many of you are breaking free of your old ways by choice. But even at your deathbed, you choose, okay, I don't want to be like that anymore. At your deathbed. Many of you are doing a spiral shift you're going through, especially during middle age, middle age crisis people go through. They're another point of reinvention. This world gives, and you're pulling energies from other planets of who you are, who you want to be. Many of you wish to be more spiritual. Some want to be spiritual so they can control others. Some want to be more spiritual because they just want peace for themselves. They're not sure how to receive that peace. Some like their power, but they want their cake and eat it. I want to be very powerful, but I still want to get everything I want right now. Yes, there's a lot that has to be healed there. Especially many that are used to, yes, the higher dimensions of getting everything they want instantly. Yes, remember now, yet one of the key messages for tonight, as tonight got kind of derailed for good reason. Because tonight was about healing the reptilian heart. Healing a heart that has been cold to others. And yes, they don't like hearing that. You're not just healing yourselves, you're healing the aliens that are. A lot of them are reptilian, they're not all. So it's not all about you, it's all about others. As many of you can tap into that. And some don't want to hear it. Reptilian beings, yes, are ego-based, controlling the world or worlds, and continue that. You're going into a new age of yourselves, as you can see. And as you individually heal the heart of the reptilian empire, you feel more peace coming across your planet. And of course, obviously, when you start into that healing process, it's going to be a little bit bumpy, or hell for that matter, because many of them feel like they're fine. A warrior race that suppresses other worlds is not fine. Well, it depends on how you look at it, but when you're putting your needs over others, as many of them are selfish, and they have been using your energies against yourselves, weaponizing you. As many of you know this. This is one of the reasons why we're here, of the 10,000th dimension or Atlantean energies, is humanity's been weaponized against each other. And now you're coming to a dawn of healing that. As people get angry with each other, they do this and that to each other. A weaponized society, a war planet. You don't need weapons, you just need each other. Have a bad day, lash out on this person, on that person. It's not easy to fully find the true core of yourself, is it? Once you heal the war, heal the reptilian suppression here, they don't want you to know these things. You don't realize they're actually rehabilitating yourself, but also them. Some of them actually want to be better, and they make the worst patients They don't want any healing within. Well, they feel like they already have it by suppressing a race that they feel that is weaker than theirs. And there's nobody that's perfect, of course. But you're also going to be thanking them, as many of you have, for the growth, the superiority within yourself, the power within yourself you have reached. As you heal yourself, you're going to be healing them, and that's when they're going to be seen. They can't hide forever. Now, they might not awaken to everyone on your planet because most of the people don't want to see it, but you'll be helping them be seen for those that need to see them. You're going to help humanity find their awakening. It's time. And it'll be come out of nowhere. Your alien disclosures will come out. You won't even see it coming. So when the dates, many are looking for today. How about it should have happened tomorrow? Well, we hear that. Now, at our level of reality, we can bring certain joys to life of discovery, disclosures, but we can't go into details of it. Well, your astronauts are alien astronauts, basically, currently. Those create the space age, your spaceships are all alien related in a softer spell, or we'll just use the word spell, to help calm you down. Even space flight is very calming for many. They know there's much more going on than what you see here in your reality. Many are used to being out in space. That helps them heal their life here on a quarantine planet. And they realize this, yes, you're not just healing yourselves. You feel like you're always healing you. It's always going within. It's always doing this and that. But the alien beings that are here, you're going into them. So they're a part of you. So you're going into each other and releasing the third dimensional program. That's what's happening right now. As you see it, feel it, of course, many of them are going to deny it. Of course. Alien beings, I feel like they're more sophisticated in a world like this. They're not. They're here for a reason. Even those that are helping you have a lot of healing to do. You're all healing each other. Those that are suppressing your society, those are releasing the suppression. You're all working together. This is a family affair. Not an easy one, as you can see, but one that's much needed. So this is how you end your war. War within society, because there's much going on. And then new technologies will come out of nowhere as you adjust to a new vibration of thinking. High vibrational thinking, it's all in how you see the world. Yes, connect to your guides. You talk to more of your guides. Even if you don't hear them, you're still talking to them. You might be telling them off, but at least you're connected to a fourth dimensional energy, fifth dimensional energy. Every guide has their different dimensions. Higher dimensional, whatever they are. Many, they don't want to really show that because you're here to figure yourself out. As you heal yourself, they will become more clear. So what do I need to block? Clear blockage. What do I need to unblock to see them? Ask yourself that. And someone might see reptilian suppression. But you're not a weaker race, far from it. You go through your everyday life more powerful than you might think. To go through the everyday scenarios that many of you, jobs you don't like, scenarios you don't like. Some are incarnated kings, queens, princesses. They live a privileged existence. They see many of you that don't like your jobs or lives as martyrs, as little beings, little people, and you are far from that. That shows a superiority some beings have over society and not even realizing it.